Imagine surviving an absolute soul-shattering trauma that completely upended your childhood, only to watch your beautifully structured survival strategy violently fracture when you return home, forcing you to navigate a real-time, close-quarters game of survival against a deranged, vicious abuser, while trying to bridge an agonizing chasm of hatred and obsession with the one boy who was once your absolute anchor. This is the heart-pounding, emotionally devastating, and utterly addictive reality that traps Stacey Rhodes in Leigh Rivers' monumental, dark contemporary romance masterpiece, Voracious. Standing as the staggering, chart-topping second installment of the blockbusting Edge of Darkness trilogy, this novel delivers an absolute triumph of the second chance, enemies to lovers, and psychological trauma recovery genres, making it a mandatory addition to your audiobook playlist, where every sharp-tongued bicker, toxic push and pull, and raw midnight confession will leave you completely spellbound. Following the tumultuous, high-stakes introduction in Insatiable, Stacey returns to her hometown under the protection of a high-security tactical unit. However, her defensive walls completely shatter when her sadistic tormentor Chris drags her right back into a claustrophobic living hell. Her only saving grace and ultimate torment is Cade Mitchell, a beautifully complex, notoriously ruthless anti-hero who has spent years hiding behind a heavily armored psychological shield in the deep trenches of the criminal underworld. Cade is consumed by intense protective jealousy and deep-seated bitterness, completely convinced that Stacey is the snake in an angel's skin who shattered his heart and ruined his sanity. Yet, despite his vocal hatred for her, her presence remains the only thing keeping his severe mental health struggles from plunging him permanently into the dark. Rivers masterfully structures a fast-paced, exceptionally raw narrative, effortlessly layering a deliciously filthy mouth and scorching high-heat intimacy over a poignant, unblinking exploration of severe domestic abuse, parental alienation, and the heavy burden of survival. As Stacey and Cade engage in a high-intensity psychological game of chess, their explosive physical chemistry and mutual pining force them to submit to a dangerous web of dominance and absolute devotion. The audiobook format breathes a thrumming, deeply intimate life into this harrowing romantasy-adjacent reality, utilizing a god-tier dual narration performance that perfectly captures Cade's low, possessive alpha rumbles and Stacey's fierce, unbreakable resilience. It is a triumphant, pulse-pounding masterwork that culminates in an unbelievable final act cliffhanger, proving that when the foundations of your old life are completely smashed to ash, the absolute safest move isn't trying to outrun your history, but having the enduring courage to unearth the hidden truths of the past and watch your abusers burn together.